How can the garage look like this and we haven't even put anything on the car yet? Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Today we're installing the Flyin Miata V-maxx Xxtreme Stage 2 Sport install. So the first thing you want to do when installing the Stage 2 kit is get the car up on jack stands with tires and wheels off, and then get the under tray off. I've shown you how to do that a few times, so I feel like you can probably figure it out. What I'm going to start with is the front suspension, which first you'll want to take off the end link on the front sway bar. So we'll start with that. So that end link is 14mm on each side. You'll repeat that step on the other side of the car. So now that we have our end links disconnected, we're gonna come under here and disconnect the sway bar bushings, which I believe are 12. Okay, definitely a 12. Repeat that on the other side. So once you've got the bushings disconnected, you should be able to sneak the sway bar out very sneakily. And we got the bushings out of the way. Now we just sneak this guy through all the pulleys. Oh god. Oh god. Oh yeah. And we're out. Alright, so now the trick is getting this bigger one in there. That's the real magic trick. Ugh. Flying Miata says ours goes from the driver's side. Come on. Take note, I did not have the bushings on yet. Those come now. Alright, they send you some lube for the bushing. Although they're not totally captured, so I don't know. So I guess just lube it up. Lube-a-doob-doob. Alright, so now you got those lubed up and you got your hands clean of that crazy sticky grease. Note to self, invest in nitrile gloves. You're going to want to put the bushings back on, but don't tighten them. Just get them up there just to hold the bar on, because you're going to want to do the end links first, and we're not going to do the end links until we have the shocks replaced. This will just be to hold the bar up. So we are doing what is called the long bolt method. You disconnect your long bolt, you disconnect the lower shock mount, and then the upper shock mount, and the whole arm should swing down. I don't have another 21. I also do not have an adjustable wrench with me, so I am going to use this plumbing plier thing and hope I don't ruin something. Alright, looks like the lower shock mount is 2 18mm. Alright, so up top it is 2 14mm bolts. So now we got our top out. We're gonna bottom bolt all the way out. Piece those together just so you don't forget who they belong to. Alright, there you go. Flyin Miata kit. The longer shocks go in the front. Make sure that you've got the adjustment facing outwards. So we got this finagled in here, and now all we need to do is, I don't know, do you think it's easier to connect the top or the bottom? So yeah, we'll get the top, I think. Just
put those
started, yeah, and then we'll hang the arm.
So these are on, so you can drop them.
Alright.
They're on pretty far too, so.
Okay. Alright, now we get the bottom on. We just got the tops finger tight. All the torque specs I will leave in the description, but you want to torque down this bottom one, torque down this top one, and then torque the, well, you probably want to get them all in, and then, you know, I don't think it matters which order you go in, but get them all in, and then torque them down to the specs that are in the description. I feel like I need adjustable links or something.
Yeah, I don't know, there's something that doesn't seem right here. I don't know how you attach that.
Alright, so in order to get the back shocks, the right one's easy, it's accessible, it's right there, but then the back left one, you gotta get this carpeting out, which I'm just gonna use my nail. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And easy. 10mm. I should really go grab the drill. Alright. And don't cut yourself because it's sharp. And I cut the crap out of myself last time I was in here. So then, I think these are 12mm bolts up here because I replaced them because I stripped one. But they're usually 14s. 14s for me. 12s I think stock. I have a 12. Ugh.
There's not on there too tight, so she does break them fairly easy.
First one. Done.
Nope.
2 bolts. Alright, so first you want to do, so we already got the top shock mounts undone, then you undo the end link as you did in the front. These are 14mm nut and bolt. Then we're going to do the upper part of the control arm mount part here. I believe that actually looks like 14 as well. And 18 for the lower shock mount. In order to get this guy out, I think
there you go.
Compress it a little bit and just get behind it.
You have to throw that out. I think I threw mine out on. Throw it out. Throw this out.
Got like. How am I gonna get that lower? Well, if I just let this go, and that guy comes right out. Boom, just like that. And then piece it all together in the opposite order. Except torque the end link once there's actually weight on the car is actually resting on the arm. So ideally on ramps. So this is the finished product. We're a little high in the back, but hopefully that'll settle. And then the front is actually looking pretty darn good. Ooh. So hopefully it settles in a little bit. But yeah. We'll go see how it handles now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, dislike, like, whatever you want to do. We'll see you next time.